I want the Aligned Woman Network to make big changes in individuals, in communities, and in the world. And today I want to talk to you about how I see that vision coming to life and how you might be able to possibly help me in bringing this to fruition. And how you might be able to help me bring this to fruition. Okay. So when I started the Aligned Women Network in this year of February 2025, I was craving community and I was tired of being online. I've been a life coach for 5 years who has worked predominantly online. I got my certification through an online program that was about 6 months long. And so a lot of the work that I had been doing had continued with that being online. And I was feeling seriously like just disconnected from people. I was coaching people in different states and in different countries and different cities, but I was getting to the point where I was dreading getting online or getting on Zoom to have a call. And I was really craving that in-person connection. So that is why I created the community foremost is I wanted to connect with more like-minded people who were just safe people, fun people, goofy people. And that came from a place of me growing up and really having to work to love and accept myself and work hard to find my people. I have my people. I have amazing people in my life. There's no relationship in my life that makes me feel insecure. And I think that is awesome. That is like a high achievement. And I know a lot of you out there are craving that as well, deep, genuine connection. And those relationships and the ideas of those relationships look different for each person. But I want you to be able to find that for yourself. And for this community, it's for people who are craving that deep, genuine connection where they feel safe. They can be goofy, they can be weird, and they feel like they have a place to do that where they're not judged. This is also a place for you to live the most out of your life. I wanted to get out more, experience more, make more memories, knock things off my bucket list. So another goal within the community is really having fun events and doing things that maybe it I would have procrastinated doing before, or that you may have procrastinated doing before, because these events are just planned and lined up for you. Okay. As the community has developed, it's become more intricate and more, it embodies more of me and what I'm really hoping to give the world and what I want to receive from the world, what I want my purpose to be while I'm here on the world, in the world. So one aspect is community. A second aspect is self-development. This community is for people who want to be their best self, mentally, physically, spiritually, in their business, in their relationships. And so I wanted an aspect, of course, me coming in as a life coach and also a grad student studying to be a therapist, is I wanted that aspect of self development. Of course, I think that's at the root of anybody who wants to live a happy life. And so another thing is it was important for me to have events where you are being challenged in one of those areas and where you're growing as an individual. And so to make that even deeper, I've added in like my one-on-one coaching, some group coaching, some online coaching community, and I'm really trying to nail that down. But as I've done that, I realized that there was something else that was missing. And it was the systematic change that I want to bring to the community and to the world. So we have the aspect of, oh, we're working on ourself. We have the aspect of we're working on our friendships and our family relationships. But I work at a mental health facility and I work with a lot of people who are homeless or who are on drugs, who come from serious trauma. And I've been feeling called to help with that more. And so I at first was thinking those are two separate things. And then I realized, no, this is a part of what the Aligned Women Network will be about as well. The third aspect is going to be making real social change. And that will look like getting involved in the community and giving back. That will look like getting involved in city council meetings and understanding the political system and how to work the political system, understanding what is causing such a high rate of African Americans in prison. Why are so many African Americans not getting education, and poverty, struggling with drug addiction. And a lot of these things that it stem back to, which is like education, family units, lack of support, lack of resources, and a lot more. Those things also help other populations of people. Um, so, the Aligned Women Network, my goal is to make this a one stop place full of connections and resources to help every individual live their best life. And I know that that first starts with self. You have to get yourself right. When you're in survival mode, you can't think about anything else. Okay. And as you get yourself right, the next stage would be building those connections with your community, building those connections with your family, your friends, strengthening those relationships, setting boundaries with those relationships. It's going to look different for each person. But I want you to have the resources and tools to know how to do that. The third thing is going to be like just getting involved in the world and making world change. And we all have different gifts and strengths that we can bring to this movement, to bring to this network, to bring to this community, to bring to each other. And I know that I can't do this on my own. I've tried to develop every skill possible, and within these pillars of self-development and community and relationships, I have dabbled in each and I have gifts to bring to each of those, but I don't know everything. And I need people who have gifts that I don't have, because doing it all on my own is going to be impossible to move it forward at the rate that I want to move this forward. Right now, we're starting in Dallas, Texas, but I can see this network being in every city, every state, possibly every country. But we have to have a system and organization. So we're going to start here in Dallas and figure it out, and we're going to grow from there, because we're not going to try to do it perfect. We're figuring it out as we go. But I need help, and I need your gifts. And I really want this to be something that is free for people that cannot afford, coming to certain events or cannot afford coaching and therapy. I've already partnered with multiple Black therapists. This is not just for Black people, by the way, but I do feel like there's a high need there, and I feel called there as a Black and white woman. And just saying, being a Black and white woman, there are certain things that I have. My perspective on the world is a little bit different, seeing both sides of the family, both sides, both races, differences in opinion and how they have hurt each other, but how they can help each other. And I really feel like I want to merge the gap for a lot of us. I want us each to get to the end of our life and say, damn, I did that, and I'm so proud of myself. And how can we bring that to everybody? Because everybody deserves that. So right now, obviously, the events can't be all free. I offer free events every month, and I have low purchase events, and then I have one-on-one coaching, and I have deals that I work out with different people. I sometimes sponsor different people. But I need somebody who understands how we can also bring in the profit we need to be successful, while also being able to reach the people who cannot afford things like this and that probably need it the most. So I need help. I need people with gifts, and I need these are volunteers or interns. If you feel like you're called to this purpose, this can be an option for you to receive some type of mentorship from me. It could just be you being a part of this mission and vision and being a founder in it. And eventually there may be room for pay and growth, because I believe that everybody deserves that for their work. We're just not at that place right now. So this is what I need. If you have these gifts, please message me or comment below or tag friends who have these gifts, okay? I need people in charge of each pillar of this community. So I need somebody who is really into self-development, whether that's mental, physical, spiritual. I need somebody who is over all self-development activities, events, and movements in the community. This is going to be building partnerships with different wellness places, and figuring out different wellness resources for people in the community. So somebody who has a passion for that, I need somebody. And right now, I'm just looking for somebody that can help out at least like 3 hours a week, 3 to 5 hours a week. So very limited amount of time, but I know it will make a big difference. The second person I need is somebody who is social, somebody who enjoys going out and making memories, somebody who can be in charge of the fun category of like planning all the things people say they want to do that they never do, like the part of bringing joy to people's life. So I need somebody who can organize those activities that are going out and having fun, dressing up as grandmas and going to the club. Um, Maybe bringing in somebody who's an expert at communication and teaching people how to set boundaries in their friendships and their relationships. So this is going to be my people person. And you don't have to have all these skill sets. You just need to have the desire to help find the people who have these skill sets and work with each other to bring it to the community and to the people. And then third type of person I need is somebody who's already involved in the community on like a nonprofit basis, or like I want to get involved and be actually helping the community. Like we're going to city council meetings together. We're saying, okay, how can we go volunteer at the prisons? We're saying, okay, how can we make, what are some of the actual systems that we need to change or that we can help with? So this is somebody who wants to be more involved in social change and wants to lead that. And then I need somebody who is an expert or desire at being an expert in brand relations, like sponsorships, partnerships, maybe like grants, funding, ways that we can figure out how to make these options, therapy, events more free for the community. Hey, be quiet. So in order, come here. If you want to sit here, you can sit here, but you can't be making noise. Okay, so he's joining us because he's crying. Somebody who can help, build those partnerships. So those are the 4 roles that I feel like I really need right now to help bring this vision forward. And then I'm sure I will think of more. And hopefully each of these categories will then each have their own like community group that are working together. But for right now, let's start there as we build it. So if you are interested, or if you know somebody who would be interested in this, and this feels like it's deeply tied to your values and your passion here in this world, I'd love to have you. I need you. We need you. And let's make this happen. So for anybody who is interested in joining the Aligned Women Network, currently I have a form in my bio that you can fill out so that you can be updated with any like announcements. That's just anything that's going on in the community. If you want to stay updated, just fill out that link in my bio, and then we'll make sure that you stay updated on upcoming events, coaching, resources, and things like that. We also have a Facebook group, which you'll get at the bottom of that form. You can follow me on all social media platforms. Instagram, Aligned Woman Coaching. My goal is to change that to Aligned Woman Network here in the next few weeks. And then the Facebook group, Aligned Woman Network. And then we have TikTok, Aligned Woman. It's either Aligned Woman Coaching or Aligned Woman Network right now because I'm in the middle of transitioning all of it. But thank you so much for being here. I also have a podcast called the Life You Live Podcast. I use it as like a place to store deep conversations. So if you want to ever go listen to that. I have a habit tracker in my bio if you're looking at like just organizing your life. Those are one of the resources we have available. 30-day confidence building challenges, and different things all linked in there. I have audits to help you build your social media. I have business circles monthly. I have coming home to yourself women's circles, which is all about self-development. That's monthly hikes. And currently that is what we have. And I'm really hoping to expand very soon. So if you're interested in being a part of this or know anybody who is, please reach out to me. All right. Sending lots of love. And just remember, it's your priority to create it should be your priority, your top priority, to create a life that you love. And you're the one who's responsible for doing that. All right. Bye, y'all.